Hello, welcome to a new video today. If you're new, if you're new here, oh my god, it's already going off. If you're new here, my name is Monk and I do tarot card readings for entertainment purposes. So if you're interested in stuff like that, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna dive in. Sorry if I'm keep looking down. I'm just making sure that the video is recording because I've had a lot of issues with my previous videos about things not recording, and that's all on me. So today we're really making sure. So yes, we are live, but not live. Like live as in I'm recording. So yes, how are you guys? Welcome in. And today we're gonna do May predictions. And this is a timeless reading. So if you watch this in whatever year, as long as it's May, it should be relevant for your situation. And I just want to say thank you for joining me here today. I love tarot cards and things like that. And yeah, oh my god, my hands look really big. Okay, wait, sorry, just kind of unhinged. What's new? So yeah, that's it. Let's dive right in. I have nothing else to say. I'm sure I'm gonna say so much in your piles, but I've just put some hand cream on. Do you guys just love the feeling of hand cream on your hands? I just feel like that just rejuvenates my skin. I feel rich. And you don't gotta put the expensive cream to feel like that. So yeah, no crusting hands today. Okay, I gotta go. So yes, I'm gonna show you your piles. Timestamps are linked below, and I shall see you there. Bye. Hello, welcome to your piles. So today, even though it's May and at least where I live, it's not really summertime yet, we have some very nice ice cream. And then again, if you really think about it, it's always time for ice cream. There's never a wrong time for ice cream unless you're, I guess, lactose. But yes, pile number one, if you choose the chocolate dipped popsicle with the vanilla ice cream inside, which is very delicious. This is going to be your pile number one. And these are actually erasers, which is so cute. I actually had this ever since I was a kid. I was too scared to use the eraser as an actual eraser because it's just too beautiful. So I've saved them till now, and now they are going to be displayed. So if you pick pile number two, it's going to be this vanilla swirl cone, giving me a lot of vibes from, when you walk home from school and then there's the ice cream truck guy, and you would either choose vanilla swirl, chocolate, or twist. I don't know why, but I always chose the twist because it was half chocolate, half vanilla. But I didn't even like chocolate ice cream, so I don't know why I kept ordering the twist when it was not even my favorite. I should have. I'm a vanilla girl. I should have just said it out loud, but I wanted to be different. I think it was the Libra and me being very indecisive. Okay, so pile number three. If you chose this ice cream, to be honest, it kind of looks more like a sorbet, or it could be a mango ice cream with maybe some honeydew. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's looking like green tea because green tea is dark green. Maybe this is avocado ice cream, but it's in a bowl. So yes, if you chose this one, is this an eraser? Well, this is also eraser. I just scratched it. Okay. But yeah, number three is a bowl of ice cream. So yes, feel free to take a look at the piles, and whichever pile is jumping out at you, this will be your reading for May. And once again, timestamps are below. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. And once again, if you want to support, please feel free to subscribe, comment, do all that jazz. It really does help the channel. And I shall see you in your pile. Hi, pile number one. If you chose this chocolate popsicle with vanilla ice cream inside, then this is going to be your reading all about your May and how it's going to be going. So I'm excited. Let's jump into it. Making sure the video's on. Because you know what? You guys, pile number ones are always I said it before and I'll say it again. It's my guinea pig pile. It's the pile where if things go wrong, it's going to go wrong now. So yes. Okay, so this is gonna be your May predictions. Anything exciting happening for you guys in the month of May? Okay, so your first card is the Page of Cups reversed. Okay. And once again, everything that I use is going to be linked down below in the description. Okay, the Justice card upright. The Two of Wands reversed. Let's get you one more. Let's do one more card. Is the camera shaking? Because my monitor is shaking. Aggressive shuffling commences. Okay, one more card for pile number 1. Okay, and Queen of Swords. Okay, so let's take a look. I hope these cards are like good. Okay, anyways. Why does my video look so zoomed in today? Okay, anyway, so if it's like really zoomed in, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, so let's start with the Page of Cups reversed. So Page of Cups, I'm getting the sense that so you could be doing something a little bit more, like learning something more creative this month. So whether it's like a new hobby or just basically bringing out your more creative side, I'm getting the sense that because you did get it in reverse, that because cups can also talk about emotions. But when it's a Page of Cups, it can talk about being a little bit immature. So this could talk about you. It could also talk about somebody in your life where somebody is being a little bit immature and they're not really handling their emotions in the most productive way. Someone who is possibly like a child, acting a little bit like, letting their emotions kind of take over at that point. I want to say with the Page of Cups as well that, I mean, it's good to embrace your childlike energy and, embrace the youth and, like, becoming, like, not so serious all the time in life, which, I feel like Page of Cups upright is, like, someone who doesn't take life too seriously. But because you did get it in the reverse, just to be a little bit more mindful of maybe you or someone in your life that could, you know, I'm getting the sense someone's throwing a little tantrum. And sometimes we need to release the emotions, but there's like a productive way to do it that does not cause consequences in the future, negative consequences. We also have the Justice card upright. So there is maybe a situation in your life right now where you feel like things are not really fair for you. Like you're kind of feeling like the carpet is pulled under you or the rug is pulled from under you. So I think because you did get the Justice card, things are going to work out for you in your favor. And if you're going through like, it could literally mean like you're going through like lawyers and like actual court. But for people who aren't going through that, then it could just mean like the situation you're in is going to be favorable in your outcome. And I think you are going to reap some benefits for going through this. And I feel like for you, it might have been a stressful time, but good things are going to come your way. I feel like good karma is going to be on your side. You also have the Two of Wands, but it was reversed. So Two of Wands in reverse also makes me think of, if you are kind of in the beginning stages of something, to really take a assessment of your path before really diving into it. So pretend you're gonna start learning something new, and you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna do like this, and that's fine. But the Page of Wands just kind of warns you, like maybe be a little bit more prepared, and a little bit more organized in terms of what could happen. Of course, not saying to overthink or do like when you're thinking so much and planning so much that you don't start, but sometimes we do things without thinking, kind of linking back to the Page of Cups where it's like you just like not you, but like this it could be a situation where it's like, oh, like I'm mad, so I'm gonna start to say things I regret later, like that kind of vibe. And And with the Two of Wands, it's kind of warning you, okay, let's plan this out a little bit more detailed instead of just jumping right in and just like throwing everything on the ground. Let's really assess before we take the step forward at this point. Like, think about, is this the best way to do something? And it's gonna, I think, in the end, save you a lot of time and maybe like a possible emotional, draining. And then your last card is going to be the Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords is really nice to end off with. It's somebody who is very clear with their communication. They're very honest. And they just cut through the BS, basically. So, it's interesting because we start the month off with the Page of Cups. Someone who, as much as they're creative and open-minded and all these things, they're like a sponge. They can a little bit be immature and kind of act like a child. But then at the end of the month, you're going to have the Queen of Swords energy. So it's either you or someone in your life that is very honest and they're going to just say it like it is, but not to hurt your feelings, but to really help you move forward. So I think at the end of the month, there is going to be a lot of confidence in what you've learned. There's going to be confidence in your speech and just clear communication. Like, you're not going to be hiding back anymore. You're going to be logical and speaking from your mind. But yeah, so far I think your month is it's looking good. It's looking like you're gonna really progress and you're gonna kind of like assess situations as you go. Yeah, okay. Pile number 2. Let's get you a Soul's Journey card. Any advice for piles number 2? Oh my god, something popped. Okay, you really want to come out? Sorry, I'm talking to my cards like they're human. Okay, so surrender. Okay, surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay, so what I'm getting is maybe for the month of May to know that, like, even if you don't know exactly what's going to happen, like, especially with the Justice card, like, I don't know if this is going to work out for me, whatever you're going through. I always think about it like this. You always do your best. And if you did your best and you tried everything you could, and even then things do not work out, some things are really not within your control. And that's something I have to, still learn in my life and I've been going through myself. But to understand that things do happen for a reason, and there might have been a reason why this did not work out, but it's not necessarily bad. Whether it's something you have to learn or go through or something better is going to come along in your life. We have to surrender the need to know everything and the need to control every step of the way. So you cannot control all the outcomes, but you can control, once again, how you react to it. And if, of course, you put all your energy into a situation and there's still, not the result you wanted, then, that's definitely a sign. I do believe in that. Okay, so you got 2 cards for the what's this called? The garden deck. Okay, so the first one is Strength with the Fennel. Number 19, if that resonates with you. And the Strength card, this is not the Strength card, but I can kind of read it as the Strength card in tarot. But I see that it's someone who is really, once again, strong in their beliefs. And the way I read the Fennel is, you can see in the imagery that it starts off as like a really thick bulb in the bottom, and then it branches out into like thinner, like, are these called stems? But it the way I read it is it's the bulb in the bottom has gone through so much. I feel like the base is like where you start. So you start, but you start with all the baggage. You start with all the, you don't know everything, you're lost, you're novice, like everything is unfamiliar. And then as you grow, sorry, the video cut. How come I cannot speak today and I cannot, like, everything's going wrong again. Welcome back. But I think my memory is running out, so I deleted some videos. So hopefully my camera is like filming. So yeah, once again, we talked about the Strength card. I was just talking about the little stem things and how, like, as you grow, things do become easier. But in the beginning, it's hard. You have a lot to go through, basically. So I think with the Strength card, what the Fennel represents for you is to be strong throughout this time in May. And even here, there's like a sword. And the way I read that is similar to like the Queen of Swords here. Like, you have 2 swords. So somebody who is able to really cut through the BS. I think be strong, be coherent, but be like just be strong without being mean. Because the strength card is all about gentle strength. Like you don't have to be the loudest in the room to really make a statement. You just have to be like composed. So I think that's a message for you. We also have the communication card with number 2, which kind of resonates with number 2, like the two of wands. And these are P's, obviously. So yeah, so communication, making sure that, oh, once again, all of this just relates back to the Queen of Swords, like communication, being clear with your words, being honest, being open with communication, being not basically like no BS. Like this month, I think you're just gonna either learn how to communicate clearly or communicate to the point where your thoughts are getting across and you're not having to resort to being emotional anymore. You're gonna be a little bit more logical, is what I'm feeling. And because both of these cards are green, this is a sign, I think, maybe for some of you guys, maybe go outside, enjoy the weather, enjoy maybe like touching grass or maybe taking care of your health, because green to me also represents like physical health. Kind of gives me like Virgo vibes. Okay, so we're gonna get another card. So this deck is actually a deck that my friend lent me. It's part of the 3 decks that she did lend me. And let me show you guys the cover of this one. So this one was called, or is called, the Rose Oracle. So it's beautiful, it's pink. And yeah, this is gonna be my first time using it. So, oops, I think one of the cards are, wait, no, this is just the cover card. Okay, so yes, we're gonna see what special message is coming for you. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a better shuffle. So yeah, once again, pile number 1, malfunctioning with the videos. Okay, I think since this card deck is like little, because they're all matte. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna peel it open, but it came out on its own. It was like, don't peel me. So yes, so there's no numbers on this one. So this card says the wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Oh my gosh. So speaking of garden, these 2 green cards makes me think of like if you have the access to like an actual garden, maybe in May. I mean, it might be a little soon to like garden, at least where I live, but start to tend the soil. I don't know if that's like a thing. I'm not a gardener, but yeah, maybe get outside, go to your backyard and start to enjoy. Okay, so 136. Okay, so let's read this together. So the wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. This is gonna sound kind of like funny, but I also got it as like tend to your garden as, trimming your garden. So maybe some of you guys need to trim before you go swimming. And I mean, you don't need to do anything. I'm just, yeah, that's funny. Okay, so okay, let's read this. Or I can't read. Okay. There's an anonymous 13th century French myth in the form of a poem called The Elucidation that tells the story of a king who abuses the land he's supposed to be the guardian of. The king breaks the trust of the well maidens, the spirit who were guarding the wells of the land, and they flee. The waters run dry, the plants wilt, and the land, it is the end, which was once rich and fertile, becomes barren, creating a wasteland. This is the most powerful card in the deck, so congratulations, pile number 1, you got the most powerful card in the deck, so amazing. It's a wake-up call for us to stop the destructive behavior that's resulting in us becoming brittle and unable to live in a sustainable way. The sacred feminine is abundant. She knows that the earth can provide for what we need and that she doesn't need to take more than she needs. She tends the earth around her and within her. She's the keeper of balance and the protector of all living things. The rose has seen civilizations come and go, Empires rise and fall. In this card, she's delivering an urgent message to slow down and to stop any way of being that's not sustainable, to release anything that's making us brittle, to tend our garden, our bodies, and the earth around us. What way of being is no longer sustainable for you? Okay, so what I'm getting from this wasteland card is basically something in your life right now is not being taken care of properly. So an example would be pretend you're home. You've been so busy, you've been, prioritizing your job or just you've been going out a lot, whatever the reason is, that's just an example. That now your house is like, we haven't done chores in a bit, and even if we have, we haven't done them thoroughly enough. And your home has been a wasteland. Like, it's messy, it's not sustainable to live, maybe it's not hygienic. So that's an example of tending to something that you already have. And this could also bleed into maybe tending for yourself. So because I see a lot of greenery imagery in your card, especially from your garden cards, I'm getting the sense that maybe you need to tend to your own health and tend to your body. So that could also be a sign to really do take care of yourself, like try to sleep good, try to eat good, move around, stuff like that. So something about basically taking time, taking a step back. And once again, the step back kind of relates to the Two of Wands, where it's like, before we just dive into something else, let's kind of see what we already have and assess the situation for what it is and make sure that we're doing things in a sustainable way so we can avoid like no further issues if they were to occur. So yeah, pile number one, lots of advice for you. Tend your garden. And I don't even remember if I said this because the video kept cutting out as I'm staring at it now. But tend your garden could literally mean like, it's time to shave. Okay, oh my gosh, something fell. But yeah, let's get you a self-care card. Speaking of self-care, what's your self-care for May? So your self-care for May is it's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand on your own 2 feet. Interesting. Rebel. Oh my god, I love. I love. Remember when skinny jeans were in? I know like right now it's like flared, it's like baggy pants, but skinny jeans are gonna make a comeback, and that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so I think standing out is gonna be like something that you're gonna be doing this month. And standing out in a way where I feel like people are, in the beginning of the month, maybe you're not taken as seriously as you feel like you want to. And I feel like as the month progresses, you're just gonna become somebody who people are gonna not only take seriously, but they're going to look up to you. Even if you don't fit their standard, people are gonna be like, wow, like not like the other girls. Just kidding. But yeah, I think you're gonna definitely take a stand on a situation, and because you're gonna do that, I think it's gonna warrant really good outcomes because you're not just following what is the norm, I guess. So in your situation, sometimes doing things in a different way, like a non-traditional way, might help you progress. So yeah, okay, let's get your I hope this reading's making sense. Or I feel like really like I'm trying to focus so hard because like there's so many distractions that just happened in your reading. But you're gonna come into wealth for the month of May. I love that. I love gold. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, wealth is coming your way. You're gonna get a lot of wealth and abundance. So that's amazing. And then we're also gonna get your tea leaf cards for any additional advice for the month of May. But love the money though. Okay, so you got a lot of cards. So it's gonna be like a few cards. So first card is the tortoise. Slowly but surely getting ahead. So yes, I think same to link with the wastelands card talking about slowing down. The turtle card or the tortoise card. Okay, what's the difference? Tortoise can go in water and turtle cannot. Okay. I think tortoise are big, right? So taking your time and not rushing through things, I think it's gonna be like a challenge for you this month, because I think maybe there's something going on where you're like, I just want to get it done. I just want to know. I just want to go, right? But a lot of warnings about taking time, because sometimes, once again, if you rush through things without having a proper plan or really thinking things over, you could crash in the end. And that's something that, we can't avoid, like, mistakes all the time. Like, we have to learn through mistakes. But, when it is avoidable, let's, take the time, like an extra 5 minutes, just to, like, really think about this. So, yes, slow but surely getting ahead. So, even though you feel like you're not going anywhere, you are going somewhere. You also have the woman card. Not gonna lie, she's scaring me a little. Dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay, so maybe for some of you guys, there is like someone who has that Queen of Swords energy. As we saw in your tarot cards, someone who is very communicative, honest, and gonna tell you like it is. Like, they're not gonna butter you up. And this woman, I feel like she is someone who is gonna be hopeful. I feel like, okay, so in this image she looks a little like unhinged, because, like, look at her eye, like she's twitching a little in her eye. But I think dealings or relationship with a woman is like more of a positive thing. I'm not getting like a negative vibe from her. She might be somebody who kind of, like, I feel like she kind of can put you in your place, if that makes sense. Like, she's gonna maybe say things and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like, how do I handle that, right? So this woman or female energy in your life is someone who can be a little zesty, but I think for good reason. You can learn a lot from her. So yeah, a woman is in your life. Wait, did I not have 3 cards fall out? I guess I can't count. Okay, I thought this was a card. Okay, so yeah, I guess you just have 2 cards. Yeah, okay, let's let's get you one more card, just because I don't know why I said 3. Okay, so let's do one more card for you guys. Sorry, I'm so unhinged already. Okay, so your last tea leaf card is the ink pot, which says problems to be resolved. Okay, so there is going to be something in May where something kind of comes up, and I think it's related to the Justice card. Maybe something is, doesn't look like it's going to come into your favor, but I'm not going to guarantee it will, obviously, because I'm not psychic or anything like that, but I think it's going to go better than you think. Like, that's just what I'm getting. It's not going to go as horrible as you can envision. It might not be 100% going your way, but I think it's going to go better than you think. So there are going to be problems, but I think you are going to get through them and you're going to figure it out. So yes, we're going to do your love card now. So, if you're in a relationship, this could relate, but if you're not, I'll try to read it in a way where it's inclusive, so we can all have a little bit of a message. So yeah, love card for you guys. Okay, so you got 2 cards. Your first one is the boundaries card. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or will not allow. So yes, once again, being clear with your communication, being honest and straightforward without being mean. You can still be honest without, hurting people. And if they're hurt by honesty, then that's another thing. But yeah, having your clear boundaries in your love life, I think, is important. Maybe somebody in your life is kind of pushing your boundaries. Maybe they're taking advantage. As much as I did say this woman card is, like, harmless, I feel like there is a little bit of, like, the unhingedness in her. Something about her is like she is looking for your best interest, but then sometimes people can take advantage no matter what. So just be, like, a little wary about that. Maybe for some of you guys. You also have the Be Optimistic card, which says, keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. So yes, being positive in your love life, whether you're in a relationship or not, not only looking at the negative things and being a pessimist, trying to see what has been working and maybe how we can grow our relationship or our search for love by being, more positive. Like, what has been working, maybe we can strengthen those. So yes, we're gonna pull your angel numbers now. So yeah, I have this little baggie here, and we're gonna pull a couple numbers. Let's do 3 today. Okay, never mind. I pulled 4. I say like let's do 3, but then I pull. Okay, I'm really bad today with numbers. Okay, so 53 and 99. Let's read them. Okay, let's do 53 first. Okay, so 53 is talking about self-control. React accordingly. The power lies in you to gain control over your responses in a present situation. Your angels call on you to feel solid in your ability to react appropriately to the challenges in front of you. Several times today, repeat this mantra: I am in control of how I respond. So, once again, you can't control an outcome, but you can control your response to something. And I'm feeling like this is also relating to, as we saw at the beginning, our Page of Cups energy in the reverse. How sometimes the Page of Cups is somebody who, oh my gosh, okay, we almost fell. Somebody who, you know, like they're young, like it's a young energy, so they can't really control their responses because they're so new to the situation. And it also once again talks about possibly someone who's a bit immature. So maybe you're in the beginning of the month, and you are. I'm not saying you're in a situation that is favorable. You're probably going through something right now, but knowing that despite that, like controlling your response and being a little bit more whether someone's right or wrong, like kind of being the bigger person, I think is going to be really important for you. And also knowing that having that self-control is going to really pay off in the end. And even though it's hard in the beginning, I think you're really going to grow from practicing self-control. And self-control could also not just talk about emotions, but like self-control in terms of tending your garden, like caring for yourself, maybe self-control for like if it is a health thing, like maybe I'm going to eat better, and as much as I want to eat like 10 chocolate bars a day, maybe we'll just eat 1 chocolate bar a day, like stuff like that. We also have number 99, which talks about completion. Accept the changes to come. There is a completion happening in your life. It's time to reflect on the lessons of the past so as to prepare for what is to come. Endings can be painful, but your angels support you. Repeat this mantra: I accept positive change in my life. So, yes, maybe the reason why you're having issues controlling how you feel or how you do something is because you're kind of like starting something new, and because you're new, you don't really know what's gonna happen, and you're kind of like you're resistant to change. And that's okay at the end of the day. Like, change is something that is jarring. Change scares people because you're not used to it and you don't know what's next, and familiarity is in comfort discomfort. So just be a little bit more open-minded and like trust that things will work out, even if it looks like things are in a rough patch. But have that faith in yourself and have the faith in the situation. Once again, you did everything you can, and that's just what I've been telling myself. I'm like, I did it all, man. Anymore I couldn't have imagined. So yes, we're gonna do your yes or no answer now. So think of your yes or no question. Feel free to pause the video. But if you're ready, we're gonna jump right in. So there are 3 piles here. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So feel free to pick one of these as your yes or no. We're gonna start with pile number 1, and your answer is get more information. So I want to say it's kind of leaning towards kind of a no or kind of a maybe. So for the question you're asking about, you need to get more information before making the next steps. And I think it could really turn out in your favor, but be a little bit more logical and do the research that you might need to make this decision. Number 2, if you picked this card, it says if you believe. So yes, this could be a yes, but you have to have the faith. You have to believe that your situation can work out. But you have to, once again, if you don't even believe it, then how is it going to manifest? So yes, I think it's more of a yes though. And then your last card, pile number 3, if you pick this one, is a no. Okay, so like a hard no, like a very like no, exclamation mark, like never. And even though I said never, I don't mean never. I just mean like right now it's not, probably like the chance is lower. And sometimes you take no's as like a detour. Like it's just like you know, there's something else for you that's even better. So that's why it's a no. So I kind of want to take it like that. It could change. You never know. Like right now, it just doesn't seem like the time. But like things could change. But for now, it does seem like more of a no. So yes, I think that's it for today. Sorry if I keep like looking down and just like making sure the video is still on. But yes, chaotic number one pile as usual. Thank you guys for joining me today. Once again, everything I used is linked below. If you like the decks, please check out my description box. And I am offering private readings. So if you are interested in those, I did make a video about it, or I will make a video about it. Um, Talking about how you can like basically get a private reading from me. It will cost money, so that's just something that, if of course, if you have the means to do that, feel free. If you don't, these videos are gonna still be here. And thank you so much for supporting the video, and I shall see you in the next reading. Bye! Hello, welcome, pile number 2. If you chose this beautiful vanilla swirl cone, then this is your reading. All about your May and how it's gonna go. Okay, so far, technical difficulties. So if I'm staring a lot at my phone today, it's because I have to. I'm really worried about things cutting off. So yes, welcome in. Oh, apparently, if I burp in a reading, this is just what I've noticed based off my own observations. Not backed up by science, but is anything backed up by science here? If I burp in a reading, it means that things are going to be, it's going to be a good reading. Good as in we're going to get the truth. Okay, so your blockage card is the 10 of Wands. Okay, you already have like issues. And that's fine. Like we all have issues. I have tons. Okay, so yeah, your cards flew out. Okay, well, you have a lot of, should I just take, you know what? I'm taking them all. Sorry, technical difficulties as foreshadowed. Okay, so your first card is okay, wait, this is your first card. So messed up. Okay, so number 1, you got the blockage card of the 10 of Wands. So I feel like in the beginning of the month you're feeling really drained. Like you're just like, you're feeling like you're busy, you feel like you have a lot on your plate right now, and you feel like there's just a lot of pressure and it might be tumbling down on you, and you're trying to make it, out, but you're blocked because all these things you have to do is kind of like holding you back, if that makes sense. Like the issue is that you have to do all these things. That's why you're blocked. And we're going to just get some clarity from the other cards, like what the blockage could represent. So the first card you have is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is someone who is like an amazing leader. They're super like passionate in what they do, but they're also very powerful in terms of how they make decisions and how they go about a situation. So this could represent somebody that's you. Like you could be in a position of leadership, whether it's career or family wise. You could be like, you could taking care of people, like people looking up to you basically, or someone in your life that you look up to and is like doing this role, like someone who's basically in a position of leadership and guidance. You have so many cards. I'm just gonna like take them all. You also have the Moon card, but you got it in reverse. So the Moon card can talk about subconscious mindsets, feelings. It could talk about your dream state, and it could talk about just things that are kind of like unknown. Like you're not really sure exactly what's to come. But because you got it in reverse, I feel like there is going to be like a revelation soon in May, where maybe things that are unanswered, or things that you maybe you've been having pretty intense dreams and you're not sure why. I think you're going to start to understand why near the beginning slash like middle beginning of the month. Things are going to become more clear. You also have the 3 of Swords, but you have it in reverse. So this could talk about, you could have gone through a situation, or will be going through in a situation in May, where you feel betrayed. You feel like something did not work out in your favor, whether it's love related, if it's a relationship, it didn't work out, or a job, or something that in your life you're like, I just I'm really disappointed by it. I'm basically hurt by the situation and the outcome. But because you did get it in the reverse, this is actually a positive thing because it can talk about how you're healing from the process and you've kind of started at this point you're probably like accepting it. You're probably like, okay, I've gone through the worst part of it and now everything else is not gonna be smooth sailing, but it's gonna only go up from here. You also have the Four of Swords in reverse. So a lot of your cards are reversed, I'm starting to notice. And the Four of Swords is talking about someone who needs to take time out for themselves. And I feel like if it's reversed, it's kind of like if you don't take time out for yourself, maybe near the near the middle slash end of the month, you are gonna burn out, and you really need to like recharge and recuperate. Maybe like take things one step at a time and like maybe prioritize your task a bit more because I feel like you have a lot on your plate as indicated with the first card. And you need to really maybe get a good night's rest. Maybe you haven't been sleeping well because you've been so busy and stressed. And you really need to prioritize yourself. And what's the most important? Making a to-do list and like just doing the top 2 to 3 things for the day. Like if you don't get to all 5 things, that's fine because you did the most important 2 to 3 things. And then your last card is the reversal of the tower. So yeah, I feel like pile number 2, you guys have a lot going on this month. A lot on your plate. And the tower card in reverse does talk about at the end of the month, you are going to be going through, I want to say like a very personal spiritual awakening. And I feel like at the end of the month, you're going to have so much like clarity on your situation and kind of seeing like maybe what I did wasn't the best, like how I went about situations or like what I prioritized is not serving me anymore. And I feel like I need to, you see things in a different way at the end of the month and you're like, okay, that's not going to work. What are we going to do different? And I feel like this is linking all the way to your first card, which is the 10 of Wands. Your blockage for the month is you have so much to do. Like you're so busy that you don't even have time to sleep. You don't even have time to think. And by clearing out responsibilities and maybe even asking for help, I feel like maybe the King of Wands is somebody who is also super trustworthy card. Like he's somebody who you can ask for help and he's gonna just give you the best advice. Like he's not gonna like throw you astray. And I think if you need to clear this blockage card, to ask for help if you need it. So maybe you can kind of clear your plate a little bit, clear your mind, and just have life a little bit more organized. Because right now your life seems a little messy. And I think you're right now looking for the clarity. You're looking for um like how can we fix this? Like that's what I'm feeling. And I think at the end of the month with the Four of Swords, with the resting card and the Tower card, you're gonna have an awakening. A big change is gonna happen basically at the end of the month. But I think even if the change seems jarring at first, you're like, whoa, I did not expect this to happen. I think it's gonna be long term a very positive thing. Because something was not working for you, and that's why things need to basically crumble down so we can start again. We can do a different way. Okay, so yeah, pile number 2, very interesting. Let's do your, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm confused. I'm sorry, I'm fixing the camera mid reading. Yeah, let's do your oracles. So your first card is the Trust card. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So maybe right now you're not feeling like you trust yourself or you don't trust the situation or something is like not trustworthy. And that's why I think you have the Moon card. They're both kind of like the same color, which is interesting, like very mysterious, like ominous blue. And it's because there's something that isn't, you feel like something is off. And that could be true, which is why you get the Three of Swords, like something that happens that you feel betrayed. Now you have the trust issues, right? But I want to say that to always try to follow your gut feeling is the most important thing. Like following your intuition. If something feels too good to be true, you never know. Not being a pessimist, but sometimes you want to investigate that. Be like, something seems off. So trusting yourself, trusting your inner spirit, and also maybe trusting the people in your life that they're gonna do their best to guide you and knowing that the good people are gonna be, with you along the way. But it's about asking for that help if you need it. If you need the support, if you just want someone to listen, you have them there. Okay, so you got one Green Witch Oracle. Number 16, which is called the Memory Card with the Rosemary. So I don't know why I'm getting for this card. So this little book here reminds me of like dream journaling. So if you guys are having like maybe you're dreaming and you don't really remember your dreams or you just remember bits of it, I think it's important for you to record maybe dreams if you remember, record them down, and then kind of read them back and seeing if there's any patterns you may have noticed. And you never know, there's so much information you can get from your subconscious that your waking life would not even tell you. Another thing is if you do journal, or if you don't journal, maybe it's time to start like writing things down or recapping things or recalling things. And this could also be in terms of like talking to somebody that you trust, just like getting your words out there, getting your thoughts out there, and getting it out so then you can kind of create those memories and create like releasing those feelings and those mindsets. So you can maybe refer to it back one day if you are writing in a journal, like refer back to where you were and be like, wow, I came a long way. Or just like, if you talk to somebody about it, whether it's your therapist or your friends or family, then, you guys have something to remember. And I think it's important to, because your life is so busy, sometimes we can forget that you're never going to have these moments again. And to just like go through life, like every day, just like grind and not remember the journey can be a little bit like of a negative mindset to have. So all the cards just fell down. So yeah, creating memories. Sorry, I'm really just like is the thing on. Okay, so my friend actually got a new deck. Actually, I don't know if it's new, but basically she lent me a deck and I'm gonna be using it today. So it's new to me. This one's called the Rose Oracle. So yeah, very new deck. So let's see what it says. I might read the book from this one just because I'm not familiar. We're just gonna see if we have any additional messages for my pile number 2. Okay, wait. I'm gonna try to like pull one card. Like that's always the goal, not to pull like 40. Well, usually certain oracles, I don't mind pulling more, but this one is like they're so detailed. I usually want to pull one. So can one card please fall out? Thank you. Okay, cool. Love that. Imagine it just like I just ask, it happens. It never happens. So there's no numbers. Once again, I don't know why I keep saying numbers. So this one's the child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, and tenderness. Okay. Let's read your card, the child within, which is also the inner child. Okay. Okay, so let's read this together. The child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, and tenderness. We can be so hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule and beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. The rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves to find a way to soften. To remember that no matter what has happened, is happening, or will happen, we're all innocent children of the stars and the earth. The flowers are here for us. They are a safe, soft place to remember. They want you to nurture the child within. This is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and the innocent child that you are, to take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your heart. We all have a child within us at some point when went to exile. Wait, what am I saying? We all have a child within us who at some point went into exile because they were hurt or because the world did not feel safe. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up the child within and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our own heart. How can you tenderly tend the child within? Tenderly tend, okay, realness. So yeah, basically What I'm getting is just saying that I feel like if you're in this pile, then you're actually somebody who is so fixated on the grind. Like you're like, okay, like if you're not an adult, then maybe you're in school. Like you're so focused on your studies, or if you're an adult, then you're so focused maybe on your studies or work. And you kind of forget like to have fun. You kind of forget to enjoy, and you start to get burnt out because you're always doing something. And as much as, people have responsibilities, it is so important for us to not go through that burnout, because then again, our quality of work goes down, our motivation goes down. It's just like a negative cycle that could really progress. And to just enjoy life, I think this card is just telling you to like, maybe there's a day where you just want to like, if you cannot do a full day, that's totally understandable, and we're all busy. Maybe just 1 hour, and for 1 week, just 1 hour, just to like, I'm just gonna play video games, I'm just gonna watch cartoons, I'm gonna just be a kid again and like have fun, go to the movies with my friends, like whatever that is for you. Like, I think you need to have some time for yourself to just really enjoy being a kid again. Like, not everything has to be like a way to make money, a way to go up in the corporate ladder, a way to progress in your life. And and I feel like sometimes in life we forget that life is about enjoying the moment, and we're not always like on the grind. And as dark as this sounds, like you never know when your last day is going to be. So, it's okay to sometimes just like be a kid and just laugh at dumb jokes and just be a little stupid, right? Of course, within reason. So, yes, I think for you guys, just like chill if possible, okay, so I'm gonna pull your love card if you're in a relationship, or if you're not. We can see what's relevant for your reading. So these are just some love cards. You have first the forgive and release. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness, rather rather we're so rad, rather than anger. So yes, I think this kind of relates to your three of swords card over here, which is interesting because these are very like similar colors. So once again, I think you might have been hurt, or you might be hurt. Okay, that sounds so bad. Okay, so maybe in May you're gonna go through something where you're like, that sucks, like, I didn't like that. And instead of like holding a grudge against the person or the situation, I think it's important to, of course, keep those boundaries up, but you don't have to be like, yeah, it's fine, totally great. But like knowing that at the end of the day, forgiving the situation or forgiving the person is not about them, it's about you. It's about forgiving so you feel released. You have closure. You have like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to forget what you did. Like, hence the memory card. Things are not going to just like be forgotten, but I'm going to remember, but I'm not going to like hold a grudge and like hold this against like think about it all the time. Like basically it's not going to take over your life. And I think that's something that is important whether you're in a relationship or not. You also have they are the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. So if you are dating or you're in a relationship, this could very well mean that right now the person that you're with is a very good soulmate for you. Whether you are going to be with them forever or not, it is somebody who I feel like you've built a really deep connection with, and it's so positive and lovely because this person really relates to you on like a deeper level more than most people have. You guys have that strong bond. And this could be for you, some of you guys, this could be the one. If it's not, it could just kind of mean that you have somebody who, even if you're not with them forever, maybe one day you just become friends. Like whatever that is, there's such a strong bond with you guys, and that's just great to see. Um, if you are dating or you're gonna be dating. So yeah. Take as you will. We're gonna get into your astral cards. So, what's the theme of your month in terms of focus? Okay, already popped out. You have love. Okay, so for some of you guys, this could be a love reading. Um, yeah, so love is on the horizon. So maybe somebody you're fancying right now is like, you're going on some dates, you're talking to somebody, whatever that is. If you're in a relationship, it could just mean like you're intensifying the spark. So love is going to be a focus for your month of May. In terms of if it's not like a romantic love, it could also just mean like you have such love for something. It could be family, friends, your job, your hobby that you want to pursue even further. So yeah, you're focused on that. That's like so. Okay, you know what? We'll take it all. So your first tea leaf card is the ear. Good news is to come. Oh my gosh, that's the scariest era I've ever seen. So yeah, good news to come. And I'm also getting the sense of like not only good news is coming your way, but to like really listen to things or people in your life, listen to the messages. Maybe your subconscious, there's some messages, like really pay attention to things. You also have the hand. Okay, so is this just like body parts? In need of help, assistance, and guidance. So yes, once again, you have that like 10 of wands energy where you're like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna carry like all these wands up the hill when I'm doing it alone and I have like no time? So yeah, asking for help when you need and asking for guidance and even asking your spirit guides if that's a thing as well that you believe in, asking for assistance because sometimes we can't do everything on our own and we have to delegate. I will also say the King of Wands is someone who is really good at delegation. Not only is he leadership, but he's good at like kind of sorting the tasks out so everyone can help each other. You have Casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So yeah, so I think this kind of gives me like death card vibes where it kind of relates to like the forgive and release, the Three of Swords, someone that maybe wasn't the best person in your life or situation that wasn't in your life the best, and they're finally exiting your life and you feeling like at first you're saddened, but you are going to feel a sense of release at the end of the month from it. You also have the crib, which is birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So yeah, something new. So we're out. Okay, it's interesting because something. So casket is like out with the old, and then the crib is in with the new. So something new is birthing in your life. It could be like for some of you guys, you could be pregnant. You could have like a child in your life that's coming into your home. A new pet, whatever that is. But basically, something is being birthed, whether it's an idea or relationship, and good things are coming your way that are new and exciting, and I think it's something to really celebrate. So like not to hold on to the past and just to like look onto what's coming up. My god, I love this reading. It's so lovely. Yo, pile number 2. I think I feel it for you. Okay, let's pull some numbers for you. Okay. Let's do 4 numbers, but we're going to do them in twos. Okay. Let's do 53 and 50. Wait, did we not just do 53? Wait, I feel like I'm deja vu'd. What is happening? Am I deja vu'd? Deja vu. Deja vu. Okay. Wait, I just did. Whoa. Okay. Well, deja vu for real. Oh my god, I looked at the timestamp of this video and it's 53 seconds. I'm not. So yeah, 53, self-control, react accordingly. The power lies in you to gain control over your responses in a present situation. Your angels call on you to feel solid in your ability to react appropriately to the challenges in front of you. Several times today, repeat this mantra. I am in control of how I respond. So yeah, something that's like maybe all the things you have to do is like you're losing your mind a little bit, but it's telling you to like, you can do it. Not saying you have to push yourself, but like don't, because people when they're stressed and busy, they can kind of lash out. So just be a little bit careful of that. And then you have number 50, which is loving mindset. Prioritize all love. Your angels ask you to make changes in your life to accommodate all forms of love. Self, familial, and romantic love are being channeled to you. Lie in meditation with your hands on your heart chakra. Repeat this mantra, I am love. Oh, so yeah, putting love into like what you do, I think is really important. Also with your reading, how everything's just kind of like go go go. I think at the end of the month with that Tower card in reverse, you're gonna really be like, oh my gosh, spiritual awakening. I need to really put love into everything I do because if I'm just doing it just to get done with it, then am I even living life? Like, am I just going through the motions? And I feel like that's something you're gonna start to realize is that it's not just about doing the task; it's about doing it with passion instead of just like getting through. Okay, so we're at that point in the reading where we're gonna get a yes or no answer. So think of a yes or no question. Feel free to pause the video if you need to make that, like think about it. But yeah, there are 3 piles here. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So pick one of the piles and that will be your yes or no answer to your personal question. So number 1, your answer is success. Love that. So yes, like a hard yes. Things are going to work out in your favor. Whatever you asked about is very positive. It's literally like celebration, positive energy. So yes, things are going to be great. Love that for you. And if you pick pile number 2, your answer is let go. So yeah, I want to say it's more of a no, because at this point I feel like you need to heal. You need to move on before you pursue other things. It's time to once again let go. Not saying it's a no forever, but for now it just doesn't seem like it's the right situation. And if you pick pile number 3, your answer is choosing a new direction. So yes, not really. I think it's more of a no because it doesn't seem like this is the path. There is probably something better for you if you asked this question, and you might not know it yet, but for now it just seems like the universe doesn't want to say yes because this is not what you're meant for. So take it as you will. This is your reading, pile number 2. And thank you so much again for watching. And once again, if you liked any of the decks I used today, they are going to be listed below in the description box. And I am offering private readings. And if you are interested in getting a private reading from me, which does cost money, just so you know, feel free to join my Discord, which is linked below, and message me there. And we'll see how that goes. At least at the time that I'm making this video. I want a disclaimer. I'm doing it at this time. Things can change, so please always check the description for updates. And thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. I am really appreciative, and I really hope to see you in the future for more videos. Okay, take care and bye. Hello, pile number 3. Last but not least, whoever chose this ice cream bowl with some sorbet / ice cream thingies in here, then this is your reading for May. Thank you for being... I mean, it's gonna be like, thanks for being patient, but like you can literally press the timestamps unless you like watched all the piles. Okay, anyways, thank you for being here for this reading. Love you and living for that. Okay, so what is in store as I hit the camera for pile number 3 for the beautiful, the wonderful, the fantastical month of May? Woo, things are falling around. Okay, 5 of Wands as your blockage card. As we throw the deck away. Oh, Unhinged is coming out. Okay, that's like, let's not do that. Okay, so any cards for pile number 3? Messages for the month of May. Let's just do these. So let's do, okay. I'm like overwhelmed. Okay, so let's do 2 blockage cards and 3 like cards. Interesting. Okay, so if you can't see the cards, I just realized the camera positioning is not ideal today. But at least we're recording. So yeah, that's what we got to think about. We're positive here. So yes, we have the Ace of Pentacles to start off your month, which is amazing. We love the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles, once again, can talk about new job opportunities. It could talk about new ideas that can come into fruition, that could maybe manifest in something more into the physical realm. So once again, like maybe you're in school, you're going to be like enrolling in school, new jobs, new hobbies. If you want to read it as, because I also read Pentacles as physical, it could also talk about like you're really focused on your physical health this month. You're focused on your well-being, your physical state, and yeah, like good, really beautiful, because it also has like the sun in the back in this card, and it's very like somebody who's optimistic about new things that are happening, and I think you're excited for what's to come in May. You also have the Strength card in reverse. So this card can talk about... Sorry, I'm going to just hold it up, right? Like making sure that like maybe throughout like the beginning / mid-May, you're going to be strong despite sometimes maybe things are not working out the way you planned. So you might lose a little bit of that confidence, because, you know, Strength card does have like the Lion in there, which is also Leo energy. And because you got it in reverse, I feel like it can represent, okay, wait, actually, let me look this one up because reversed, I can't remember if it's like, so reverse strength card can talk about, okay, so maybe doubting yourself. Yeah, so talking about self doubt and feel, so at the beginning of the month you have the Ace of Pentacles. You're like, I'm so confident, I'm ready for this, like, let's go. And then as the month goes along, you're kind of like, I'm actually not sure anymore. I'm not even sure if I'm able to do this. I'm not really sure about my ability. And the Strength card is just reminding you that you have to be strong throughout this. And even if it's tough, like, the saying, like, we gotta tough it out, obviously within reason. If it's like harming you, then don't. But most of the time we do have to be strong. We do have to be confident in ourselves despite not knowing everything. We do have to kind of, pull through and be like a big girl or whatever and do it. And with the strength card, there is a really nice gentleness, because you can see in this imagery, they're taming a lion, and that's scary. Like, that's something that, like, people don't do. But this witch here is taming it, and she's doing it with, like, confidence, and she's calm, and she's reassuring. And I think for you, just, like, even having the more inner confidence without, like, even being flashy and showing, you don't have to be like a cocky person, but, like, even believing yourself just inside, and, like, not everyone has to see, that's gonna be enough for you to really help you pull through this month with whatever hurdles come your way. You also have the Lovers, which is beautiful. I think there is going to be somebody, hopefully, in your life that is going to be there for you throughout this month. They're going to be there to support you throughout any issues or, hurdles that may come up. And you guys are going to be so strong and bonded together throughout this process. And even if it's not like like someone in particular, it could also mean like your, sometimes I feel Lovers is also about like your relationship with yourself, and like, so you have your physical self, but you also have like a spiritual self. There's like so many aspects of like yourself alone, like many sides of you. And this could also indicate that there's just going to be such a strong bond of people helping you, I think. But not like a lot of people are going to be helping you, but maybe like one or two people are going to be really there to support you throughout. And maybe even your guardian angels. I'm getting the sense that, like, if you have ancestors or guardian angels or spirit guides, like, they're really going to be there to support you through it. So you're not going to be alone. Even if you feel alone, you're not going to be alone. So there's always going to be that support system. Even if they're not physically there, you can feel it. You do have some blockage cards. So let's start with the seven of, wait, no, let's do the, sorry, Five of Wands came up first. So the Five of Wands does talk about possible competition in your life this month. People kind of comparing themselves. Maybe you're comparing yourself to other people, and you might not feel adequate. You might not feel, once again, you're not as confident as you started your month off, and you might not feel like you're worthy of something. And I want to say that, okay, sorry, I'm gonna read it together. So with also the Seven of Swords, which is your other blockage card, it can talk about deception. It can talk about somebody who is not truthful to you. Like, they're kind of like two-faced, and they say one thing but they mean another, and the next thing you know, like, it talks about thievery. So people, like, maybe it's like they stab you in the back or something. Not literal, of course. But it could talk about deception and just not being honest and transparent. So with these two cards together, the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords, I'm getting the sense that your blockage for this month is going to be overcoming feeling compared to other people, even if it's just yourself comparing, or someone is comparing you for some reason, and feeling like you're not, like, you have imposter syndrome. You feel like you're not worthy of this. Pretend it's a new job. You're not worthy of this new position. You're not worthy of um these things that are happening to you. You're not worthy of them. You feel like you're not ready. And I want to say that because of that, you're going to feel like you're stunted. You're going to feel trapped. But to give you words of positivity, you can get through it. Once again, with the Strength card, I think your Strength card is going to be your saving grace this month, of having that inner confidence to be like, even if I make mistakes and even if I don't know everything and people are doing better than me, whatever that is for you, it's not always the case. And I'm just going to focus on my own. I'm going to focus on my journey. I'm going to focus on my progress. And I'm not gonna like look at other people's things and think that I'm better. No, I'm worse than them, or they're better than me. So getting over that imposter syndrome of feeling like you don't belong or you don't deserve something is gonna be really important this month, because I think you do deserve good things. You do deserve to, have that Ace of Pentacles energy where you're excited to learn, you're excited to try new things, and you remember the Lover card. You have your team here to back you up, whether it's your best friend or your 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 partner, whoever that is for you. There is someone in your life that is backing you up, even if you feel alone. Wonderful. Okay, so you have some oracle cards that fell out. So the first one is forgiveness, which is I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So if there is something in your past that's kind of holding you back from pursuing new ventures in your life, then once again, to forgive, but not forget. I don't believe in forgiving and forgetting, because we're not going to forget what happened. But we're going to learn from the past, and we're going to be more cautious in the future of things that may happen. But forgiveness, once again, is something that is not for the other person or for the situation, it's for you. Forgiveness is always for you. It's so you don't have to think about something and let it like ruin your day. It's about forgiving so you can have like a clear mindset and you can move on and you don't have to just dawdle. So yes, forgiving so new things can come your way is going to be important for this month. You also have change, and notice how both of these cards are orange. So and once again, with these kind of bright colors, I get the sense that there's a lot of vitality coming your way. So May is going to be something that I feel like you're going to have a very passionate month. You're going to feel like so excited, but once again, be careful of the blockages card so it doesn't like dim your shine. So change card is I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So knowing that change can be scary, but in order to grow, we must change, we must adapt, and we must be open-minded at all times and be receptive to change, so you can better yourself as an individual but also progress in your life, and you never know, good things can come your way. Also, the pile you chose is like the brightest colors. So I feel like if you chose this pile, you're very I think you're a fun person. I think you're very spontaneous. I think you like to enjoy life, and sometimes unfortunately people can, or situations can, dim our light, and it's at the end of the day it's up to us if we want to let it happen. If we want to let that light get dimmed. You know? Oh, you have like I thought it was like one card, but it became two. Okay, so you got two garden cards. Your first garden card is number 42, Refinement with the Dahlia. So yeah, I think you are going to be maybe refining your processes mid-month. Um if things are kind of going to be like there's going to be obstacles in your way, you're going to kind of like really like take collect yourself and be like, okay, I'm not gonna blame things. I'm not gonna blame myself. I'm not gonna blame people, but I'm gonna try to see how we can solve this with grace and positivity. And with the flower card, it is very like giving me Empress vibes. So even if you're not a woman, it can mean just like feminine energy in your life. So being very like empathetic to a situation, being more gentle with the situation, and understanding that it's okay to feel upset, especially if you feel like you're being compared, which no one likes that, but we do it subconsciously as well, so it's not just like something we have to actively do. We always do it. So knowing that you have a lot of beauty within yourself, and to kind of like see if this is a negative mindset I'm having, how can I stray away from it in order to not let it consume me. It's okay to think, but it's not okay to like obsess over something, especially if it's toxic. You also have number 6 with the broccoli card, leadership. So yes, I think it's time for you to take leadership in your life, whatever that is for you. Even if you don't know everything, it's okay to kind of stand your ground and not let people walk all over you. I'm getting the sense for some reason your blockage cards are maybe you're the type, like, as much as you are positive and everything like that, it can be sometimes people can take advantage of your kindness, and they start to like walking all over you, and you become kind of like back at square one. So being that person who is strong but has grace, still beautiful and kind, but not someone who is like gonna get just pushed around. Sometimes we do have to be strong and stand up for ourselves in the most mature way possible. Okay, let's get you. Oh, so this is a new deck, and it's new to me because my friend lent it to me, and it's called the Rose Oracle. So I've been using it today. It's been very good, and we're just gonna see what messages come from here and what we can learn. I'm just making sure we're live. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so yeah, it's a very beautiful cards. Okay, let's pull one card, please. Sorry, I'm laughing because, like, my life is a mess. Okay, so welcome back. Wait, did I leave? Did I just leave? My soul just left me. Okay, so your card is held, which says sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, and community. Interesting. So let's read a little bit about what that means. Is held mean like holding somebody? We would find out together. Okay. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was gonna be like, I flipped to the perfect page and it wasn't even. Okay, so number 86 held. It says sureness. Oh my god, am I saying sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. When times are turbulent, to keep ourselves steady, we need something to hold on to. When things are crumbling around us, we must find something we can count on that won't budge. Deep roots to hold us steady when the winds of change come blowing. A supportive community around us. When we leave home, we must find something to hold us. When our lovers leave, we must find something to hold us. When the job ends, we must find something to hold us. When our parents die, okay, that one's kind of low. We must find something to hold us. When we think there's nothing holding us, it's an invitation to find new supportive ground. This is where we can discover the sureness of the soil, the holding of the roots, and reach out to our community for extra holding. We were never meant to grow on this earth alone. Sometimes life rips us from what we cling to the most, or perhaps we cling to it for we can feel the cycles of change coming. Yet in the darkness of our longest, darkest night, we've discovered that it's in the empty spaces that we can be reached and held the most. It's in these that we discover a holding that we didn't know before, and we discover that what we thought was a tomb is actually a womb. Wait, what? Okay, this gonna sound ridiculous. So womb to me is like Empress vibes. Once again, it's like very feminine and it's very like motherly. So I feel like with that point, it's talking about how there is such a like a spirit. Okay, I'll tell you later. You're being called to trust that the great mother has got you, to trust in the sureness of her soil, to trust the process of what's unfolding, and that you're not going through this alone. How can you call in more support in your life? What's holding you right now? Okay, so sorry, I'm like losing track. Okay, so basically this card is, from what I'm getting, it's giving me Empress energy, whether it's somebody in your life, and I'm getting Empress with the Lovers card too, is like literally, see, they're holding hands. Everyone's like, they said hold like 40 times in that card. But yeah, holding hands, there's support around you no matter what, and even if you don't feel it, it's there. And what I'm getting at is more like of a feminine energy, even if they're not like a woman. Maybe your mother or someone in your life where they're super nurturing, and through tough times, I think they're able to really support you with a lot of love and support. And if you're gonna be going through a tough time, just know that, back to the womb analogy, like, kind of like that mothering aspect where you had a bad day and your mom just like holds you or makes your favorite food and you just feel warm and you feel safe. And I feel like during this month of May, with all the changes that are possibly happening, you are going to be like feeling unfamiliar and lost at times and even unsure of yourself. But the confidence is in knowing that at the end of the day, as much as things are changing right now, you have that support system, which is probably not going to change I'm not getting it now. I don't think you're. Oh my god, I forgot to pull one of the cards for the. But yeah, you're not getting it now. But I think, um, you're you're gonna feel like when there is a time you come home to like a warm hug, essentially, even if it's not a physical hug. And sorry, I just had a tangent because I didn't pull one of these cards from one of the piles, and now I'm kind of like, but it's fine. I remember for your pile, so I guess it wasn't meant to be for them. Anyways, I feel so bad sometimes when I full on forget like to pull a whole deck, but I don't know. I'm gonna take it as it wasn't meant to be. So your self-care card is sometimes the best decision is no decision at all, and it's talking about decisions. So if you're in a decision making mode this month, it's telling you that sometimes you just need to leave things and things will pan out. Obviously, in certain situations, you can't do that. It's like, okay, are we going to go get this job or not? Like, yes or no, are we signing this? And I think at the end of the day, this just is just telling you that no matter what decision you make, there's no right or wrong answer. So just do it. Like you just if you have to make a decision, just do it because there was no right or wrong answer at the end of the day. Whatever happened, happened, and this is just how it's gonna go. And if you felt like it was wrong, then you don't have to go for it. But if you feel like it's right, then of course go for it. But like just don't be hung up on decisions to the point where you can't make one, basically. And I'm sorry, I'm just like serving the table. Like, did I do everything? It's a mess. Okay, let's get your love card for this month. If you are in a relationship or if you're single, this could relate to both. So keep that in mind. We'll read accordingly. So it might not like with love readings and love cards. I don't always think it resonates with everybody because not everyone's like in the same situation, like at all. So we will just see. Okay, so your first card is new love. Oh, love that. This might be the new thing that's happening for you. A new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. So yes, new love is coming your way. If you're single, you might be dating somebody, you might be getting to know somebody. So it's super honeymoon phase, super exciting. So enjoy that. If you are in a relationship, then things are just gonna be like maybe you're gonna go on dates, maybe you're gonna try something new with your partner, but things are just kind of like gonna spark up again, which is fun. In terms of another card you have is called Past Lives. You have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. So yes, the person you are getting to know, for those who are in a relationship or getting into one, even if they're not like the one, it's somebody who is you guys have a bond because of like if you believe in like reincarnation and past lives and like stuff like that, then it's somebody who you could just connect with on a really deep level and you're not sure why, but you guys just vibe. Like you know those people you meet, even if it's just like if it's not love, it could be friendship. You just like you just finish each other's sentences. You don't have to even tell the other person, but they already know what's happening. Like that kind of relationship. It's like and it's like those people's like you're in a room, it's quiet, but you're not uncomfortable. It's like comfortable sounds. Like those kind of people. Love that. So yeah, that's gonna be happening for you, whether it's love or relationships or friendships. I love that. We're gonna get your theme of the month. Your theme of the month is gonna be your focus of the month is career. So yes, definitely for some of you guys, new opportunities are coming in your career, whether it's a new promotion or a new job. If you're in school, maybe you're starting. Wait, what? Starting school in May. Okay, maybe you're starting a course in May, or just something like a career oriented. Oh my god, the light turned off. That kind of scared. Oh my gosh, it's back. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry guys. Can you see the flickering? Okay, wow. Lots of things are happening today. Okay, so let's get you some tea leaf cards before the light shuts down completely. Okay, perfect. So you have the carrot, which is opportunity or windfall. So yes, I think. Wait, what's a windfall? I know I'm kind of slow. Okay, windfall. Windfall, an apple or wait, a windfall is a noun, an apple or other fruit blown down from a tree or bush by the wind. A windfall is a sum of money that you receive unexpectedly by luck or you win the lottery. Oh? Wait, okay. That one's tough. Okay, I'm gonna read this one for you guys because I just feel like I don't understand. Carrots. Why is there so many definitions? Okay, so carrot. Okay, carrot. Okay, let's read this together because clearly I don't know what that means. Opportunity or windfall. A freshly picked carrot lies in a field of carrots, with the sun glinting off the green leafy tops. Lucky is the querist who chooses this card. It represents an opportunity or windfall that will be given to you with little or no effort on your part. Okay, so I think it's the second definition about like good luck is coming your way. Oh my gosh, I love, so you're gonna win the lottery and please share with me. Thanks. But yeah, anyways, good luck is coming your way and take those opportunities. I feel like it's gonna come definitely in the beginning of the month for you, since you did get the Ace of Pentacles in the beginning. You also have the Crib card, which says birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So a lot of like new energy is coming for you. You're definitely the group of change. New energy, new windfalls, new opportunities, like just so much newness, like newborn. Like once again, for some of you guys, you could literally be giving birth. You could be having a child. You could be being a mother in some way, which is why I'm getting a lot of Empress energy in your reading about like the nurturing and everything like that. So yeah, a lot of new things are coming your way for May, and I want to say for you to really take advantage of that. Like take advantage of the newness as much as it is, once again, the unknown is scary at times. I think this is all working out for you in your favor. Like it's all going to get better, and I'm excited for you. Okay, so we're going to just pull you some numbers for your angel numbers. Let's take not too many. It's like 100 numbers. Okay, let's do 390 and number 0. Wait, is number 0 even in this? And you know what? The thing about the number 0 is it's actually in tarot, like usually the Fool card is number 0, which is like the beginning. So a lot of like fresh energy in your reading. Wait, what am I? This is the wrong book. Okay, that was like, what's happening? So yeah, there's a lot of fresh energy in your reading, and a lot of like newness. And it's interesting because May is usually like, you know, fresh, like spring is here, even though it was already here. Like flowers are blooming in May. Okay, so I guess 0 is not a number. So we're just gonna read 390 because, but yeah, I just want to reiterate that I think there's a lot of zeros because of that reason, because there's a lot of newness in your month of May. Okay, so okay, so why am I sighing? Okay, so 390 is press on nails, girls. Okay, so press on, move forward now. There is a present situation in which you are called to take personal responsibility. You alone are in charge of your future. Ask yourself what you can and cannot control in the situation and what actions are needed for you to move forward. So yes, once again, at the end of the day, even if opportunities come your way and it's all like there for you, you have to be the one to take it, and you have to be confident in your decision to go forth with it, even if you're not feeling 100% ready. Don't have that imposter syndrome, because as you go through life, no one knows everything, right? So you're going to have to learn, you're going to have to go through mistakes and things like that, but it's going through those things in order for you to grow. So you're never going to be 100% like knowledgeable in anything, and that's fine. At the end of the day, like, don't compare yourself to someone who's like appears smarter than you. There's no one really smarter than you. We're all smart in different ways. So just like think about it like that, and like know that this is your life. So are we gonna take hold of it, or are we just gonna let it pass us by? And obviously the answer is we're gonna take charge. We gonna take charge. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yes, now is the time where we're gonna do our yes or no question. So feel free to think of your yes or no question. Feel free to pause if you need time. And there's going to be pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. And these are going to just answer your question. So we're going to dive right in with pile number 1. If you chose this as your answer is there is something better coming your way. So I want to say it's a no, because once again, there's something that's more profitable for you or more more beneficial for you. Whatever that is for you, there's something that serves you better. And if you're asking about this particular situation, then it's not, I don't think it's the one, but not saying it will never be the one, but right now it just seems like it's guiding you into something that is more um working out in your favor. If you pick number 2, then your answer is, wait, did I flip it and then unflip it? Was this flipped already? Oh my god, I'm so confused. I don't think it was. Okay. I was like, was it okay? Number 2, if you pick this as your answer, then your answer is the situation will improve. So it's kind of leaning towards a no because it's not like a confident answer, but I think it's gonna get better. It's gonna be better than you think, if that helps. Things are gonna get better, but right now it's not gonna be exactly what you envisioned. And your last card, if you chose number 3 as your answer, then your answer is no need to worry. So I want to say it's kind of a yes, like things are just gonna work out for you, and you don't need to stress or overthink about it because things are just going to fall into place. So don't have that like sleepless night about it. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, pile number 3, for your May predictions. I hope you enjoyed the video. And once again, if you liked any of the decks I've used, they're all linked down below. And I am offering private readings at the time of me filming this video. So feel free to join my Discord and message me there in order to receive a private reading. And once again, private readings are costing money. So if you do have the financial means to get a private reading, then of course I don't mind the support. But if you don't have that, then I will still be posting videos here and you guys can just watch those. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful month and I love you all. And I really have to go to the bathroom. TMI, right? Anyways, I love you guys and have a wonderful month. Bye.